Amara was a smart, sweet little girl of only 11 years old when her mother made the decision to send her to the city to live with her uncle, Mr. Raymond. Her mother, Ruth, was a poor widow in the village. Things were tough, and she needed her daughter to have an edge in school and a better life. If you are new, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Also, let us know where you are watching from. The night before the journey, Ruth called Amara close and stroked her hair lovingly. "Amara, my child," she began softly, "you must always be obedient to your uncle. He is a good man and very wise. Listen to him, respect him, and do whatever he tells you. And above all, never forget the values I've taught you." Amara nodded, her small heart sinking at the prospect of leaving her mother behind. Ruth folded her daughter's clothes with great care, each dress holding her love within. The following morning, a black sleek car arrived in their compound. Uncle Raymond emerged, looking smartly dressed in a suit, his smile warm. Amara had never seen so much wealth before. "Ready, my dear?" he asked with kindness. "Yes, uncle," Amara replied shyly. As they drove away, Ruth waved, trying to hold back tears. The city was far, and she knew visits would be rare. The journey was long, but Amara's eyes sparkled with wonder at the towering buildings, flashing lights, and endless cars. "You'll soon get used to city life," Raymond said with a smile, glancing at her amazement. When they arrived at his mansion, Amara gasped in awe. It was huge, with shining white walls, a large gate, and a lovely garden. Inside, everything sparkled: marble floors, glittering chandeliers, and a dining table that seemed to go on forever. Raymond had 2 kids, Daniel and Grace, who ran out to welcome her. They were nice and friendly. His wife, Clara, was not home. She traveled frequently for her work and never spent more than a week in the house at any one time. The first night, Amara felt optimistic. Perhaps this was indeed the start of a better life, but in a matter of weeks, she began to notice alterations in the behavior of her uncle. Initially, he was overly affectionate, always finding excuses to touch her shoulders or hair. She brushed it off as being kind. But later, his touches became too prolonged. His stares lingered in ways that made her flesh creep. One Saturday afternoon, when she was playing with Daniel and Grace, Raymond summoned her to his bedroom. She went in response, to discover him viewing something odd and improper on the television. Her face flushed with bewilderment. "Get me a glass of water," he instructed. She brought it back, and he locked the door. "Why are you locking the door, uncle?" she asked apprehensively. He smiled strangely. "I require something from you." "What do you mean?" "I want something my wife barely gives me," he whispered. Amara remained speechless. She did not comprehend. When he placed his hands on her shoulders and attempted to push his hands where he was not supposed to, she resisted. "My mother warned me not to let anyone touch me there," she wailed, but his words hijacked her mind. "Your mother also instructed you to listen to me. Trust me, Amara. I will not harm you." Afraid, she let him. She did not comprehend, but she knew it was not right. Tears rolled down her face as he dismissed her cries to leave him alone. In the living room, Daniel overheard his cousin sobbing. He knocked on the door, but no one answered. When Raymond eventually opened the door, he told a lie with ease. "She slipped when getting me a drink. She'll be all right." Amara remained silent. She was too scared to talk. That evening, when she was crying in bed, Raymond came to her room. "Stop sobbing, Amara. You're nearly a woman now. It's only between us, a game. Please don't hurt me anymore," she pleaded. He just smiled and gave her chocolates and biscuits. "You see, if you don't say anything, you'll receive more presents." Amara was conflicted. She wanted the warmth of her mother and the fear of her uncle. Gradually, she had to bear the burden alone. When her mom visited her 2 weeks later, Amara longed to share it all. Over dinner, Ruth asked her, "How are you, my daughter? Are you happy here?" Amara's lips quivered. She longed to shriek the truth, but Raymond entered, looking like a saint. "She's doing very well," he said smoothly. "I'll even put her in the best school in the city." Ruth's heart overflowed with appreciation. "Thanks, brother. I knew you would take care of her." Amara's eyes welled up with tears, but she tried to smile. "I'm okay, Mama." Her mother remained for 2 weeks, and Raymond was on his best behavior during that time, but as soon as she departed, the ordeal resumed. One night, Raymond invited Amara to his room once again with promises of snacks. "Uncle, the game hurts," she whispered. "It's just play. You'll get used to it," he insisted. But just as he was about to force her again, a loud knock echoed at the door. "Honey, it's me." "I'm back." Clara's voice rang from outside. Amara's heart leapt. For the first time, she felt hope. Raymond panicked, fumbling to compose himself. When he finally opened the door, Clara's sharp eyes noticed Amara's red, tear-stained face. "What happened to her?" Clara asked suspiciously. Raymond laughed nervously. "Oh, she's just shy. Kids cry over anything." But Clara wasn't so sure. Several days later, Clara saw more indications. Amara winced whenever Raymond appeared in the room. She would steer clear of him whenever possible. At night, Clara could hear muffled crying sounds from the girls' room. One afternoon, when Raymond was out, Clara went to Amara quietly. "My dear, you can tell me anything." "What's wrong?" Amara shook her head, silently streaming tears. "Did someone hurt you?" Clara asked gently. At last, Amara collapsed and told it all, the words tumbling out in sobs. Clara's heart broke. Her own husband, a man she had trusted, had been shattering the innocence of her niece. That night, Clara confronted Raymond. "You monster! How could you do this to a child, to your own niece?" Raymond's face contorted. "Be quiet. You don't understand. I know enough. You will pay for this." Clara seethed, her eyes alight. She did not lose any time. The following day, she reported Amara to the police. Ruth was called instantly, and when she learned what had occurred, her wails could be heard throughout the station. Raymond was arrested. His riches and prestige could not shield him from reality. His children were shattered, but Clara remained adamant, prioritizing justice over shame. Amara went back to the arms of her mother, still hurt but now released. Ruth cried as she embraced her daughter. "My child, I shouldn't have left you. Forgive me." "It's not your fault, Mama," Amara whispered in return. With Clara's support, who left Raymond after his arrest, Amara was registered in a new school. Gradually, with love and care, she recovered. Even though the wounds of betrayal would forever be a part of her, Amara's tale was one of warning to other mothers, daughters, and families, never to silence a child's cry, and always to hear when something is not right. And in her heart, Amara had both her strength and her pain, the strength to emerge from the darkness and find the light of hope.